We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall Grand Dance and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Alrighty, we want to say hello and welcome to everyone tuned in to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and yes, we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, and that is Grenada, where we have it all in abundance. We're talking about sand, sea, sun, and all the beautiful things. We want to apologize for being a couple minutes late, of course, ting, right? Anyway, let leave that talk right there. But we're here, and of course, we have a few things to tell you about. Let's just get right into it. Now, the fire is the talk of the day right now. Fire in St. Mark affecting six homes. We're going to talk about that in a moment. And there was also a fire in St. David that affected
2 homes, 2 houses. You understand? And so I know that this is tough for all of the families who are involved. I mean, come on, man, this is crazy. All of these houses in one night. So we're going to be talking about that as well. Body found, all right, on the Seashore yesterday in Gouyave has been identified. All right, and congratulations to the Spice Princesses. We're going to talk about that. And the Prime Minister is out of state for a regional meeting. We're going to talk about that. And of course, also, what else we have to tell all you about? But I mean, there are quite a few things that we need to tell you about. So we're going to get to that right now. We want to say thank you again for joining us. Those of you who are here for the first time, we say hello to you. And to those of you who are always on the program, we say hello to you and we call you the usual suspects. So blessings to you and your family. All right. And yes, share the program. Remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and guess what? That lucky person could be you, and we're serious about it. All right. Yesterday we gave some credit and things like that. We're doing it a little different now. You know what I mean? Yes. So in a moment somebody will get some free credit. In fact, the first person to put your number in the business, you're gonna get some credit tonight. All right. So let's go, folks. So we take a break and come back. And of course, remember the headlines was brought to you through kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, and we've also got superb distributors online with us. So blessings, all right. And remember again, we're asking persons to share the business. Once you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So go ahead and share the business. So folks, we're taking a break and come right back.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Communal Cooperators, it's our 40th annual general meeting. You're invited to participate in the discussion on Wednesday, 24th August 2022 at the Grenada Trade Center Annex, Monroe, St. George. Starting time 3:30 p.m. sharp. Our theme this year is People, Purpose, Passion, our way to success, as we continue on this journey of people serving people by putting you at the center of our credit union. Register early for physical attendance at the Grenada Trade Center Annex or for virtual participation via the Zoom meeting platform. Be a part of the discussions and decisions on the performance for 2021, proposed amendments to the bylaws, and our new and exclusive members group health and life plan. These are crucial decisions that require your input. Look out for your e-report coming soon via email or WhatsApp. It's our credit union, our communal, and our business. It's people, purpose, passion, our way to success. For further information, please contact us at 440-1755 or email marketing@thecommunalcu.com.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clark Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clark Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clark Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Yes, I think they are just about winding down that particular promotion, so you can look forward to something new from Clark's. Go ahead. I see that we have quite a bit of new first-time viewers on the business, so I'm just sharing that out. All right, so blessings again to those of you who are viewing the program for the first time. Now, the Grenada Tourism Authority, under the Tourist and Beach Vending Act number 18 of 2001, reminds all licensed tourist vendors from Annadale Waterfall, Melville Street Mall, Grandin Spice and Crafts Market, Fort Frederick, Grand Etang National Park, Concord Waterfall, and Bathway about the renewal of the license for the period 2022 to 2023. Renewal of the license will commence on the 22nd of August 2022 and continue through to the 30th of September 2022, Mondays to Fridays between the hours of 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Grenada Tourism Authority's Quality Assurance Department, that's Burns Point in St. George. Now, all spice vendors must certify their spice packages with the Grenada Bureau of Standards in order to source these licenses, or to secure those licenses, Now, this certification can be done at the Grenada Bureau of Standards headquarters, that's Queen's Park, Mondays and Tuesdays between the hours of 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at a cost of $20. Now, the certificate issued by the Bureau of Standards must be presented to the Grenada Tourism Authority for licensing for the 2022 to 2023 season. Now, for further information, please contact the Quality Assurance Department of the Grenada Tourism Authority on telephone number 440-2001 or 440-2279, Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. All right, they say that they're collaborating with all Grenadians to promote tourism. All right, and the Grenada Tourism Authority invites all tourism enterprise operators to apply for the renewal of license to operate in the industry under the GTA Act number 42 of 2013. Renewal of the license will commence on August 22nd, 2022, and continue through to September 30th of 2022. The tourism enterprises include taxi drivers, tour operators, also tourism attraction operators, water sport operators, car rental operators, tourist guides, accommodations like the hotel, the villas, the guest houses, and apartments and cottages. Now, the stakeholders you can apply to for your renewal of the licenses on Mondays to Fridays between the hours of 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Grenada Tourism Authority, that's the Quality Assurance Department, Burns Point in St. George. For further information, please contact the GTA Quality Assurance Department at 440-2001 or 440-2872. The GTA working with the stakeholders, they say ting to blah 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 ting in the business. All right, good. All right, the Jewels of the Caribbean, the under 15 girls tournament is on, and Grenada secured a win. You understand? Owing to the to goals by Abigail Williams and Emma Francis. You understand? We played Dominica. We win 1. You understand? At the end of the game, it was 2-1 in favor of course, Grenada. And we're talking about the Jewels of the Caribbean under 15 tournament. All right, so we have to say well done to the young ladies. We getting some wins. What is that one? But we get draw the other in the see a few thing. We'll talk about that. You understand? Anyway, Prime Minister the Honorable Dickon Mitchell is out of state for a meeting of regional heads of government in the Bahamas. Now, the meeting scheduled for August 16 to the 18th will provide an opportunity for Caribbean leaders to discuss critical areas, all right, for harmonized action ahead of the 27th UN Climate Change Conference, COP27, in Egypt in November. Now, the Prime Minister will return on August 19, and the Minister for Infrastructure and Physical Development, Public Utilities, and Honorable Dennis Cornwall, has been appointed the acting Prime Minister in the absence of Prime Minister Mitchell. All right. Let me see if I got a picture to show all on the business. Look at the picture on the program here now. This is making the rounds right now. The United States Air Force, they delivered over 100 computers donated to Grenada students from the Virginia Star program. You understand? A state-of-the-art C-130 military aircraft landed at the Morris Bishop International Airport, MBIA. I see people might hold their head on the city. They say, oh gosh, we're in trouble again. You understand? But this time, it's computers. 100 computers donated for Grenadian students and a rural women's technology project. Now, the donation is a result of an initiative spearheaded by Mr. J. Lightfoot of Northumberland. All right. That's the high school that's in the Virginia Star program. All right. And Her Excellency Macmillan Y. Smith at the Embassy of Grenada in Washington, D.C. All right. Now, the STAR program is a training and refurbishment program which it teaches the students to refurbish surplus computers, etc., and the hardware and stuff like that, you know. So I think this is a really good initiative, and it's good to know that at least we are benefiting from such a program. You understand? So we are hoping to put these computers to the best use. You understand? All yeah? Please, the computers donated to the vast program by U.S. government agencies will be handed over to the Information Technology Department of the Wester Hall School, the Boca and Happy Hill Secondary Schools later this month in ceremony with education, foreign affairs, and U.S. Embassy personnel. So not bad at all. The next thing that we have to tell you about, we're moving on. So hear this piece, right? Last night was a very, 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 very hard night for people in St. Mark. 6 houses were affected. I think that there were a total of 3 that were destroyed, and the others were partially burnt. You know, they suffer 1 degree or the next of damage. You understand? What caused the fire and things like that? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, the police say that they are working. They have an idea of where the fire started, and they're working to find out why, how, etc. So there were fire officials on the ground, and they were assessing the damage and doing their investigation with regards to how the fire started, etc.
Well, as we are on the site, you can clearly see the demise of most of the people. 3 houses completely destroyed, and we have 3 partially. Yes, Victoria got the call. We had backup from Sutter's fire and Gouyave, and it is clearly seen, as said before, it could have been worse for the people around, because the structure, the boat structure, highly flammable, and our men, I shall say, did a good job, great job, assisted by members of the community. It's sad. People are out of their home now. I guess they will cite people from the Ministry of Social Development on the site also, and ministers of government. So I guess everything will work in their favor soonest. But from the fire point of view, investigation is still ongoing as to the cause of it. As to the origin, it is clearly identified. We have that covered already. But for who set or who caused the cause of it, we don't know. We shall investigate, and as soon as, we will let you all know.
Thank you very much, sir. We're doing our own investigations, so, you know, we just dig up like a thing and dig up like a thing and dig up like a thing. All right. Now, there were also commitments from organizations within the community and so on to assist. We also have NADMA on the ground in the person of Tonya Hyson. She's the Deputy Disaster Coordinator at NADMA, and she said that they are on the ground doing their initial assessment to see what's needed, to also see the extent of the damage caused by the fire, etc.
NADMA is on the ground just to view the fire, the incident that took place. We know that there have been a fire here last night. From last night, we had the presence of our district coordinator, Mr. Wayne Danny, who was here on the ground. So we really want to thank our district for being present. You know, as we always say, disaster is everyone's business. And it's good to see the community coming together to assist the persons who have been affected. We are here just to do our initial reconnaissance of seeing what's happened. We do know that Ministry of Housing and Social Development is already on the ground. and they would be the one directly responsible for the after action of what takes place next and in terms of helping the families going forward. So we are here to just do our support.
Right. So in relation to the body that was discovered.
And we are moving on. Sorry, we're going to come back to that story in a moment. Now let's talk about last night again. The people of St. Mark, we understood, came out. Yeah? Came out from their homes, from the different areas once they saw the blaze, and they assisted in putting out the fire. It was all hands on deck. Yes? So we also would like to say that's good to see the community spirit is there in St. Mark, and the people helped in whatever way that they could. That was 6 homes or 6 houses, particularly family members, you know. You put up a house next to your cause, no one next to your sister and stuff like that. Then, once we were dealing with that fire, information about that fire, there comes more news about another fire, this time in St. David. 2 brothers will tell their story. You understand? Crazy stuff. It was like unbelievable for a lot of people to hear about another fire. So when Isaiah Paul left his home on Monday evening to go fishing, he didn't expect to return to his home and all his belongings up in flames. According to Paul, he got a call from someone in the neighborhood that his brother's house was up in flames and that his will be next. Now, the Pedmata St. David resident says he was unable to sleep after what transpired. Of course, it will be tough for anyone.
Well, I was coming from the river, coming down, and my partner called me and tell me, he say, boy, your brother was burning down, and he look as if the fire branching into your own. So I tell them, I say, boy, joking that, man. You see, boy, joking, that's how I call you and tell you something so. So by the time I reach now and I watch the 2 houses red, the time they do so, they say they call the fire brigade, the time they take the reach is like ash on the ground. And still, plus, as I say, all my savings what I had to do my new house, you know. All I gone down the journey just the same. So right now it's like, I don't know where to put my head and how to even put it out to all you, you know.
Nagwa is on
you
the
understand
ground.
how difficult that is. And, well, his brother, that's his second homeowner, Dylan Paul. He was present to witness the destruction of the homes. He said he lost everything. It was tough for him to watch just the same.
Recently around 10 o'clock, I see the fire start from up in the roof. And then I start to see some flames coming out from the roof, like, and pieces of things like when plastic pitching off. Then the room started to catch a fire, pitches of glass from the low valve started to pitch. So I didn't have a choice. It's only to do. I confused so much I didn't know what to do. And the only thing I could say is the only thing I could just drop down. That's the only thing I could say. And the only thing I could say, I think I grabbed my little daughter. I have to run with her up there, high up there by the neighbors, and till I start to see the house started burn down flat. Then next, my brother, house started to take fire too. I didn't have a choice. I can't call him. I didn't have a choice because I didn't know what to do. All my clothes burn, my TV, my stove, my microwave, fridge. All my child school uniform burn everything. I got nothing right now. And the only thing I can say right now, I'm so sorry whatever happened, but I'm still alive.
All right. Now, he also spoke of a situation that he has in court regarding maintenance, and he too lost all his money for that because he placed his money in that house as well. So both brothers are telling the same story with regards to the extent of loss that they suffer as a result of that fire. So we hope that they too will get some sort of assistance, these young men, in whatever that they may need. All right. It's just tough. So between the St. Mark Fire 6 and the St. David Fire 2, 8 houses were affected by fire in one night here in Grenada. You know, and I'm hoping that we will take stock of what has happened over the last 24 hours with regard to these fires and see if there are any loopholes within our own homes that we can take a look at and really remedy so that we do not become victims of fire. Because when you have a fire, you lose everything. We are moving on. Yesterday we told you of a body that was discovered in Gouyave. It was found on the seashore. That body has been identified as a Montgranby St. John resident who is known as, people call him Nooksy. Some people call him Charlie Branch. You know, I know him very well. I lived, as many of you might know, that I lived in Montgranby for most of my life. And he's a character, you know. That's as much as I can say. It's just sad that he died in the manner that he did. Now, police say that they are conducting investigations into his death.
Right. So, in relation to the body that was discovered at the beach in Douglas and St. John's Estate, the body has been identified as Bernard Simon, a 64-year-old former resident of Haven, Montgomery, St. John. The body was identified by a relative of Mr. Simon, and at present our investigations are continuing into that discovery.
Okay. Anything else? Yeah.
So that's it right there. All right, that's it right there. His body was discovered, and according to the police, they are looking into it. They are doing their investigation to determine, you know, how he died, etc. He's from Heaven in Montgranby. Now, there are two sides to Montgranby. There's the left side, which is called Heaven, and the right side, which is called Hell. Literally, these are the names of the villages. The left side of Montgranby, Heaven, the right side, Hell. So he's actually from Heaven in Montgranby. Well, I mean, I think everybody who's from that area would know him. And that is why some people in Gouyave didn't identify him, because, you know, he's usually in Montgranby. He will go down Gouyave, sometimes take his drink, and when he come back up, you know, he's doing Kung Fu. He's going to do Kung Fu, go right up Montgranby. You know, that 30-minute walk, you know. So it's just sad to know how he died. He's never a guy that you will take serious, because he's always just doing some kind of crazy stuff, you know, and that's how people know him to be, you know. Very helpful if you ask him to do something for you, but he's going to ask you for a drink after that, and you know, and oh boy, it's tough. It's tough that he died in the manner that he did. But again, the police say that they are doing their investigations to determine the actual cause of his death. What else can we tell you? We understand that there's a serious power outage in Trinidad and Tobago right now, affecting about 30% of the island. The cause of the outage, I'm not sure, but this is happening like right now. So let's just give it some time, and we will be able to share that with you. Just as a point of note, there are talks about changing the name of the monkeypox to something else, they say, because they want to avoid discrimination to any particular group. And so they are working on that as well. What else do I have to tell you quickly? Barbados, by the way, they are looking... I didn't understand that. I did not talk to you too fast. You don't understand because nobody was speaking to you. So, going back to Barbados, here's what. Barbados is somewhat following Grenada, and the government there have made a decision to cap fuel prices. That's right, according to a CMC report. Consumers in Barbados will be paying less for gasoline and diesel come Friday. The Prime Minister, Mia Mottley, announced that the price of the fuel at the pumps will be capped for the next 5 months. Gasoline will cost $4.48 Barbados dollars. Let's say that will result into $2.24 US per liter, while diesel will be US $2.01 until January 31st, 2023. Now, during a press conference on Monday, Mottley said the cap of the value-added tax VAT on gasoline and diesel, which was put in place 5 months ago, would be kept in place. Because since this whole Ukraine-Russia thingy, you see what's been happening with prices, and of course, even here at home, it is being capped to what it is now. Yeah, but I do not know how long the governments can do that, because hey, that's a huge loss for them. It's a lot to subsidize. You know what I mean? Well, anywho's, let's see what's going to happen where that is concerned. Folks, I know that we are behind time tonight, so I just want to take a quick break and come back, and remember to share the program, because someone sharing tonight's program would also win some free credit. Compliments Digicel. We're taking a break, and we'll be back shortly.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall Grand Dance, and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now what I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone. right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how are doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
I want to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Communal Cooperators, it's our 40th annual general meeting. You're invited to participate in the discussion on Wednesday, 24th August 2022 at the Grenada Trade Center Annex, Monroe, St. George. Starting time 3:30 p.m. sharp. Our theme this year is People, Purpose, Passion, our way to success, as we continue on this journey of people serving people by putting you at the center of our credit union. Register early for physical attendance at the Grenada Trade Center Annex or for virtual participation via the Zoom meeting platform. Be a part of the discussions and decisions on the performance for 2021, proposed amendments to the bylaws, and our new and exclusive members group health and life plan. These are crucial decisions that require your input. Look out for your e-report coming soon via email or WhatsApp. It's our credit union, our communal, and our business. It's people, purpose, passion, our way to success. For further information, please contact us at 440-1755 or email marketing@thecommunalcu.com.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Government ministers visit families affected by last night's house fire. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
The house was shaking. Then suddenly saw we hear bang, crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office. A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
With the details to the news for Tuesday, August 16th, 2022, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. The government of Grenada will assist families affected by house fires in Victoria St. Mark and Mardi Gras St. David on Monday night. 2 houses were gutted in St. David, while 3 were destroyed in St. Mark and 4 others partially damaged. Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Honorable Philip Telesford, and Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, visited the affected families on Tuesday. Minister Telesford told GIS in addition to tangible support, psychosocial support will also be given to members who have been left traumatized by the fire.
After that report is given, we could start processing any kind of assistance to these 2 gentlemen. We are indeed very saddened, having learned of the fire, of the losses. We will indeed send our officers very soon to do a proper assessment. We also learned that there is a 3-year-old daughter involved, and so we would want to ensure that she's properly protected. I understand that she's being sent off to her mom, so at least she can take a look at that. We do not know, after the assessment would be completed, maybe some measure of counseling might have to be given, because one of the gentlemen said that he's very depressed, and we can see it just in his disposition. So the psychosocial aspect, of course, we would have to give attention to that.
Minister Williams said they will work with the Ministry of Social Development to mobilize and work to expedite the rebuilding process for the affected families.
A fire is something that is never easy, to face. And what we're going to do, as Mr. Telesford just said, that we are going to wait on the police report. And as soon as we get the report, right, and once it's not arson, then we are going to ensure that we mobilize our crew quickly, to start the rebuilding process. Because we know it's a hard thing for someone to lose a home and to lose all their belongings. And together with social development, we will ensure that these individuals, the victims, are comforted in whatever way that we can do within our powers. So you can rest assured that we as a government will move swiftly to help bring back the situation back to normal for them.
2 brothers, Dylan and Isaiah Paul, are now left to depend on the support of their community and family to get through this difficult period. Although they have lost all their belongings, they are thankful to God for sparing their lives.
Around 10 o'clock, I see the fire start from up in the roof. Then I start to see some flames coming out from the roof, and pieces of things like when plastic pitching off, Then the room started to catch a fire, pitches are glass from the low valve started to pitch. So I didn't have a choice. It's only to do. I confused so much I didn't know what to do. And the only thing I could say is only thing I could just drop down. That's the only thing I could say. And the only thing I could say, I think I grabbed my little daughter, all my clothes, bun, my TV, my stove, my microwave, fridge, all my child school uniform, bun, everything. I got nothing right now. And the only thing I could say right now, I'm so sorry whatever happened, but I'm still alive.
Well, I feel depressed, I feel down. Knowing that I had a nice money saving in my house there, to do my house on top there. I'm like a structure I put up there. Well, them things just gone, But holding faith.
Authorities are on the ground trying to determine the cause of Monday night's fires. Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force, National Disaster Management Agency, and government officials were on site at both locations to conduct assessments so that the necessary assistance can be given to the affected families. NADMA's Deputy District Coordinator, Tonya Hysent, and Superintendent in charge of the Fire Department, Glenroy Corian, explained their roles in the process of investigation.
From last night, we had the presence of our district coordinator, Mr. Wayne Danny, who was here on the ground. So we really want to thank our district for being present. As we always say, disaster is everyone's business. And it's good to see the community coming together to assist the persons who have been affected. We are here just to do our initial reconnaissance of seeing what's happened. We do know that Ministry of Housing and Social Development is already on the ground, and they would be the one directly responsible for the after action of what takes place next and in terms of helping the families going forward. So we are here to just do our support.
Yes, Victoria got the call. We had backup from Sutter's Fire and Gouyave. And it is clearly seen, as said before, it could have been worse. From the fire point of view, investigation is still ongoing as to the cause of it. As to the origin, it is clearly identified. We have that covered already. But for who set or who caused the cause of it, we don't know. We shall investigate, and as soon as, we will let you all know.
Senator Quince Britton, who recently contested the St. Mark constituency seat at the June 23rd polls, commended the community for helping to extinguish the fire. He pledged to work with the government to ensure that the families are supported so that they can return to normal life as soon as possible.
When I got here, there's a number of onlookers as well as the community guys within the community helping with buckets, hose, and they have to be commended. They did a tremendous job, trying to get the fire under control, because had it not been for them, the situation could have been even worse. Here we have 3 dwelling houses that is completely destroyed, and the other houses in the surrounding areas. That's 1, 2, 3 other houses. Well, 4 other houses got partially touched.
Cabinet ministers and staff were on Monday engaged in a seminar on protocol and diplomacy as part of the government's transformation agenda. They focused on 5 topical areas: greeting and dining, protocol and etiquette, public diplomacy foundation, impact of technology and society changes on the practice of public diplomacy, and attire and protocol. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Roxy Hutchinson-McLeish, spoke on protocol and etiquette and the importance of building diplomatic relationships.
We have 5 missions here in Grenada, right? Foreign missions in Grenada. When we invite them to our activities and we treat them as dignitaries, we foster a relationship with them. We can call on them and say, hey, we want to do this function, we would like your support. We have a candidature to this election body and we want your support. That relationship. Now, we cannot control all the time the narrative that is sent to the capital, but based on the relationship we cultivate with them, would help in the messaging that is sent back. Grenada has asked for support. What the local embassy here says would also influence the capital in ensuring that whether they render the support or they do not support us in activities. So we have to pay particular attention to nurturing relationships.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
This is Sammy coming back from Gouyave. Here comes Sammy again. This time, he is hurrying to join the fancy mass band. It is now after Carnival. Sammy and Robbie are liming on Wall Street.
Come on, Sammy, man. That's where you're throwing the bull? Oh, you do have respect for the environment or what?
Got just one bone and the dog eating that just now?
Oh, yeah, not only dog, rat too. Throwing bone on the ground so it's called rodent. And besides, you don't looking good, man.
Oh God, man, I mean, this kind of talk spoil you, spoiling the line, man. Relax yourself now.
I can't relax when you're dirtying up the environment, so do the right thing.
All right.
Nice. Let me head for the garbage bin.
Let's keep our islands clean. Take your garbage with you if no bins are available. Don't throw garbage out of vehicles and on the streets. Stop, think, use the bins. A message from the Department of Tourism and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Welcome back. Men are being cautioned to make better choices with their diet and food intake to avoid or minimize major health complications. This was the topic of discussion during a new television series on the Government Information Service called Advance, which focuses on men's health. One of the leading causes of death among men is cancer, specifically prostate cancer. Others include cardiovascular disease and complications from living with diabetes. Community nutritionist Akim Williams believes a man's environment can affect his health choices.
How is our environment affecting what we eat? Because yes, we can choose, like Dr. Martin rightfully said, but also what we eat is also impacted by what we learn. Okay. When you go to the grocery store, what's right in front of you? What makes up 80% of the grocery store? So, correct. Right. If we look at where men work and where they play, if we look at when I'm hungry, what do I go for? What's the first thing I grab for? It's either going to be a fast food. When I talk to the few male clients that I do get, you hear it's a roti. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a roti, but when you look at the consistency of the meals over the lifespan, I think that's where we see some of the greatest problems happening.
Mr. Williams highlighted the key nutritional intake for men that can help them to live healthier lives.
We know that across the macronutrients, so that's protein, carbs, and fats. But protein and energy, let's say calories, is generally higher for men. Okay. Typically because of the build, like Dr. Martin mentioned, and the ability to work. When we look at the micronutrients, for example, the B1, B2s, and B3s, those we know help with metabolism and help with, again, the body convert the macronutrients into energy for us to work. Again, in supporting the overall development of the body, we're looking at things like magnesium and zinc especially right? Those play a really important role. Now, again, we did mention that if it is at that stage that we haven't set the precedent for consuming a balanced diet, consuming things that are local, that's not traveling across the globe to get here, that's eventually diminishing in nutritional value. We're looking at a society where people are fed, so we're full. So we're eating a lot of carbs, we're full. Strong point. But at some point, we're missing those micronutrients.
Medical doctor and primary health expert Dr. Francis Martin says generally the life of men subtly changes after he turns 30. He says men must pay closer attention to their bodies to avoid major health problems.
So for example, the testosterone levels in men starts to drop after 30 by 1% every year. Wow. By the time he's 40, 10% gone. Wow. By the time he's 50, 20% gone.
So are there things that we can do to address?
Absolutely. Yes. There are things we can do to address it. And when that happens, the entire man as we know him starts to deteriorate. Wow. And granted, this is a 30-year-old man who feels that he's in the prime of his life, who feels that he can party every night, who feels that he can eat all sorts of things, including some of the things we have around the place that we call thing for the back and things for the this.
Okay.
That is another myth we have to discuss, because at that 30 to 40-year-old man who feel that he's all good and he's doing all the kind of thing that even decreases his testosterone even further, but he doesn't know. Because the myth of society and life tells him that he can do certain things
all the time,
but those things are working against him.
And finally, in the news, over 20 under 15 cricketers from Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Dominica have been engaged in trial matches over the last few days in preparation for the Cricket West Indies tournament to commence on Saturday, 20th August at the National Cricket Stadium. Manager of the Windward Islands cricket team, Johnson Richardson, says he is quite impressed with the cricketers and their readiness for the tournament.
We had a number of players from all those teams and so on, and we're here trying to fine-tune the Windward team, right? And based on what have happened so far, I'm pretty satisfied with the level of interest shown among the players, and I believe the players are getting to the level where we satisfied that they're ready to compete in the competition.
Richardson says despite not having played much cricket in recent times due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, they are looking to select the best team to represent the Windward Islands.
Today we're trying to put what looked like the team that would represent the Windwards against a better players would have gone past the same process before. Right? So they were playing against men as Covin Gangadin, Murray, Cutson Murray, and older guys. The purpose here is to allow them to compete against stronger and more experienced players. We believe that will give us a better gauge to see where they're at and what we open to fine-tune to make that final decision.
Head coach of the Windward Islands under-15 team, John Eugene, who echoed similar sentiments about the team's readiness, is encouraging Grenadians to show their support for the team.
I just want to encourage the public of Grenada to come out and support the young men, full of talent, full of talent, and of course we're playing at home, so we would like the support of the entire Grenada public. I know Grenada is a country that loves cricket, so just urging them to come out and support the young men.
The Windward Islands under-15 team will play matches against Guyana, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and the Leeward Islands team, which will arrive in Grenada by Thursday. Matches will be played at 3 venues: National Cricket Stadium, Lasages, and Progress Park. That story has ended the National Report for today, Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisanne Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Chrisanne. And what we have for you right now is the weather, and then we'll have 2 minutes to say hello to a few people. So we can tell you the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy. Tonight's minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius, winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. In terms of the weather for Wednesday, we can tell you the weather is expected to be mostly fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy by nighttime with brief isolated showers. The maximum temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius and the minimum 24. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Saying hello to all the folks who are currently locked in on YouTube: Soraya, Suzanne, and Fitzroy, also Alicia, and everyone else who's there on YouTube. We want to say hello to you guys. And hello to those of you who are on Facebook, those of you who are sharing and continue to share. We say blessings and thank you to you. You see, when you share, that's when you give people an opportunity to view the program. We see Shireen has just shared, Sarika has just shared, Dillian has shared, Who else is with us? Angel has shared. Claire, Chrissy, Hoston, Jacinta Hoston, Alistair, how are you doing? Rachel, and I mean everyone else who's sharing. Gary, hey Gary, you're gone. Maureen, and everyone else who's shared. Hello to you, and thank you for so doing. That's like your community involvement right there, right? Yeah, man. So we really like hearing. I see you sharing as well. We really like when you do. We see people from the Chinese embassy sharing as well. Ni hao. I would like to learn some more Chinese. Okay. The people who are chatting as well, we want to say hello to you. How many shares that we have? Let me see. I have to check out the shares that we have to see if we are on our target. Yes, we are on target. Okay, so we want to say hello to the people who are speaking right now. Those of you who are chatting. Mikey, did you find out who is Cassandra Joseph Coutin? Why? I don't know. Why was I supposed to? Why? Am I missing something here? Hazel, Angel, Cindy, Shomin, Dolores, Zaka, Della, Bermuda, Liz, Ezran. Blessings to you. Cindy, hello to you as well. If we have anybody celebrating, I would also like to say hello to you, okay? Yes, so I'll big up all yourself, right? Vintress and Claire, blessings to you. If you have not shared, I'd like to encourage you to share. We really appreciate it when you do. Celine, when you share, we appreciate it even more. Jennifer, please go ahead and share the business. We are still missing a couple shares. We're missing about 30 shares. So, and there are hundreds of you here. So, Java, share before you go. Jennifer, I've been to China and it's a beautiful place. I can actually see myself living in China. Just to be quite honest, I could see myself living in China. Marcia, hello. Yeah, see, because Matthew, how are you doing? Wendy Ann, blessings. You see, what happened is that there's a lot of misconceptions about China. You see, the media promotes China to be a particular thing. When you go into China, it's a totally different thing. In fact, I thought the technology there was on par with the US. I thought the designer clothes and brands and stuff was on par with that of the United States. I thought the architecture, everything, it was just on point. On point. Everything seemed to be so carefully done, so deliberate. You know, I always tell people of that experience. So there was a highway that we were traversing all the time, right? And so I don't know up to what point you heard what I was saying. I don't know at what point in time you lost me. But I was just saying, you know, the Chinese, they are dealt a hard blow at times, you know, in terms of what they're about, because the media tend to kind of like skew they tell a particular narrative about China, but China is a beautiful place. It's lovely. I love it there. I can actually see myself living there, you know. So yeah, respect to the Chinese, okay? All right, folks, so that's it for now. We'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing, same time, same place, right here on Mikey Live. Take care. I'm really appreciative of all of you on the business. All right, may God bless you, and we'll see you again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No, take care.